Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Welcome back indeed to everybody out there. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't done that yet. I would appreciate that a lot. That would help the channel. It would help the live stream. And you would be genuinely awesome if you would do that right now. So smash that like button. Also, welcome back to Damsum, Clean, Axis, Cash, Samuel, Justin, Barnett, The Soulmates, Atig, Gideon, Samuel, Edwin, and everybody else. Cheers. Hope you guys and gals had an awesome Tuesday yesterday and are having a good morning so far. Good morning to everybody out there. I think today is going to be exciting. We have the FOMC minutes coming up today. I have turned off the template, I noticed. Yes, let me just turn it back on. There we go. That is awesome. Now let's place everything back. There we go. Alrighty. That should look a lot better. Okay, so yeah, I made a video about C3.ai. I haven't uploaded the video yet. It's going to be uploaded in about pretty much 3 hours, right? So that's how much it takes for this live stream to be ending and then also having the video be rendered. So yeah, made a video about C3.ai. It's going to be on the channel very soon. Stay tuned. I have not made a video in a long time, so bear with me. The video is it's probably gonna be, you know, I haven't made a video in a long time, so just saying, quality could be a bit not up to the standard that I used to be uploading at, but still trying to get that information out there for a lot of people that have not bought C3.ai or you know, don't know if they should buy C3.ai. Let's just leave that. Right. So, welcome back. 30 minutes left until the market is going to be opening up. 30 minutes left. Exciting times. Exciting times indeed. Let me link the live stream. There we go. The FOMC minutes are going to be up in about 5 hours. And we could definitely see some big movements out of that, right? So exciting times ahead. We've seen stocks go down yesterday. Stocks were down quite a bit yesterday. So we'll see what happens next. Tesla's actually going up in the pre-market. It's sitting at 670. We said several times that Tesla was going to be bouncing back upwards. And that is exactly what is happening. AI Day is going to be live streamed tomorrow. And we're going to be live streaming that AI Day from here at Lucid Trading. So very, very cool. All right. So let me just briefly check if everything is running smoothly. Yes, everything is fine. We had some news coming out from China as well for DIDI. All right. DIDI went up 4.4 percentage points yesterday. And if we take a look right here, yeah, it's crossing on the MACD, very, very strong movement to the upside. DIDI is rallying upwards. And the news that we had from China was that DIDI is going to be, let me briefly check. I think the government intervention with DIDI is over. It's very, very recent news though. So it might have been deleted or who knows. I got an update for that in the Discord. But if that is the case, if indeed the government has stopped its investigation, if it's over, then I do expect DIDI to come back up to $9, $10 and above. So yeah. But yeah, overall I would say the markets are still very volatile. We have still not seen what happens. We have still not had the FOMC minutes yet. We don't know if the Fed is deciding to taper very soon. We have not seen anything. We didn't get an announcement or anything like that either. So we're kind of waiting for that. But yeah, overall, I would say we could see a bit of a bounce. I think we could definitely see a bit of a bounce today. Bit of, you know, people buying the dip, hedge funds getting back into these oversold growth stocks. It's not, you know, nothing is guaranteed at this point, but, you know, if the taper does not happen, then we will see stocks gradually come back up. If the taper is going to be happening very soon, if it's going to be announced, then we could see a bit of a flash crash to the downside on many, many stocks out there. So we have to look at that very closely as we progress. All right, let's see. Let's get the like count up. That would be very awesome. Make sure you hit the like button if you just joined. Good morning and good afternoon to the people that just joined. Let me know in the live chat which stocks I should be taking a look at. And I will probably take a look at those stocks. Looking at the 10-year right now, the 10-year is slowly heading up. So very slow move to the upside on the 10-year after abrupt downturns. So looking interesting. Oil is heading up too. Cryptos are down, especially Ethereum came down a significant amount. Look at that. Ethereum down 10% from that top that we had, sitting at 3,300. Like I said, there's a high probability that this is just going to be a short-term dead cat bounce on the cryptos, as there are no fundamental catalysts that are going to be able to carry these cryptos above the recent all-time highs that we had. Although opinions do differ on that, but yeah. Let's see. Cardano's up the most today. Coinbase down again, sitting at 250. Tesla 670 still. Neo is up 1.6. Neo heading up. Li Auto. Look at that. Li Auto is up 2 percentage points. Xpeng up 1.6%. So the Chinese EV stocks are taking off right as we speak. Very, very nice. SoFi, please. Robinhood, please. All right, let's take a look at SoFi. Okay, we said it was going to be bouncing at 14.7 because that was a strong support. Then we had what happened yesterday, the day before that, just a huge downturn. Went way below that. And it's now oversold. Significantly oversold, right? Yeah. That was bad. I guess missed that one. It's sitting at 14. I wouldn't say necessarily that the fundamentals of SoFi are looking bad. So I think it's looking quite promising. Massive gap right there. Huge gap. Down 20% from there. We haven't seen this low since March. Could it go down to $12? I don't think so. I think we're pretty close to just bottoming out here for SoFi. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're pretty darn close to bottoming out. It might drop a slight bit further, potentially. Right? It looks like we're seeing some weak momentum short term still. This is, you know, we're seeing the RSI going oversold, but nothing is happening. It's still dropping downwards. 13.5. We don't have any support zones here. We've used the $13 in the past, right? So it's sitting at 13.5. I think what we might see is a bit of a double bottom, but eventually it just goes back up to the 15. So that's what I see happening short term for SoFi, which makes it a good buying opportunity right now. Although it depends, right? So we have the FOMC minutes coming today, and that is going to decide where stocks are heading for the foreseeable future. So we'll have to look into that. It will be released in about 5 hours. I think it's 5 hours, right? So 2 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, I think it's going to be very crucial to take a look at that. If they announce a taper, I think SoFi is going to drop all the way to 13, maybe even 12.5. If they don't, then it's going to bounce back really strong to the 15. Robinhood has earnings today. Robinhood has earnings, and the stock has not been going up that much. It's just been kind of going sideways, which makes sense after the massive, absolutely just humongous move to the upside for Robinhood to be sitting at 47. I think it's an interesting buying opportunity. I do think they're probably going to be reporting good earnings. Somebody's spamming in the chat. Let me just... There we go. All right. Great. Fantastic. Fantastico. Check Apple. Nano Dimension, please. Nano Dimension. Robinhood. Okay, so we have earnings coming up today. And MACD's crossing, RSI is heading up. Yeah, I'm going to say that we're probably going to see it leg upwards. They should not have a problem with just beating earnings here. I mean, Robinhood has been doing incredibly well. I'm going to say it's going to spike up to 50. Possibly. Whether it's going to stay there, that's the question, right? We'll have to see. But I think it could actually spike to 50 and above for Robinhood. What about Wish? I think Wish is going to stay down for a long time. They had bad earnings. Like, you can't have bad earnings after already being down. Like, when the stock is down 70% and you have bad earnings, I mean, of course. Same thing for C3, by the way. If C3 is going to report bad earnings again, then guess what? The stock is going to keep going down. The fundamentals have to be good. If they're not good, it's gonna, the stock will keep going down. Fundamentals are really, really important. Earnings, management, this, the leaders of the company, the founders. A good example of a bad leader was Nikola. I mean, look what happened to Nikola. It had nothing to do with the fundamentals, right? It had, well, it did do, the leader actually had influence on the fundamentals, but mostly because the leader was incredibly bad, right? They had a very bad CEO. And look what happened to the stock. There's no remorse. People are shorting the stock at $9. Look what happened. Shot all the way back up. All the way up to 93. And then it fell from 93 to where it's currently at. Which is about 9.7, 9.8. Oh, wow. That's interesting. The MACD is about to cross again. Huh. Very, very interesting. 3.6 billion market cap. Yeah, their fundamentals are really crappy, though. I would not want to risk my money on a company like this that has no revenue at all. So, yeah. This could definitely get worse, by the way. This could definitely get worse. It could drop to $7. Palantir. Yeah, I am very bullish on Palantir. I am very, very bullish. I said it was going to drop to 23.5, then bounce back and consolidate. And I think we're kind of consolidating right now, and we're getting out of that phase. I think we're going to see another leg up to the 25 very, very soon. We need one positive day in the market, and Palantir is going to move back up to 25, in my opinion. So, very, very promising. Now, let's take a look at the chat here. By the way, if you just joined, good morning or good afternoon. Hit that like button. I would appreciate it a lot. When we hit 150 likes, I will be looking at all your questions and I will answer all of them. So hit the like. Be very awesome. It really does help the stream. It helps the channel. So smash that like button right freaking now. And also make sure you let me know which stocks you are excited about. I will look at some of the stocks that are in the chat. We're going to just look and see what's happening. I would love it if you would post something down below in the live chat regarding stocks that nobody knows about but are going to be going up a lot. So if you know any stocks that are not very popular and are going to be going and moving up a lot, then let me know in the live chat. Or at least you think, stocks that you think are going to be going up a lot. Keep them coming. Hold on, let me check. All right. Oh, there's a list of stocks here. Redfin, GRWG, Tesla, Futu, Baidu, METX, PFE, Veritone. Okay, Upstart, Nano Dimension. One moment. I'm gonna take a look at Apple. I think that's a stock that we have seen very frequently. Lots of people want to see Apple. We'll be taking a look at all the other stocks as well. Apple sitting at $150. It's very close to the all-time high, right? So it's been climbing and climbing and climbing. Looking at the daily chart now. Yeah, it looks like the MACD is about to cross again on the daily chart. Right. The overall trend of the bottoms that we had recently with Apple, I mean, it's been fairly consistent. And then with the tops, I would say, yeah, right. So, I think Apple's going to come down, actually. I think there's going to be a downturn in Apple. We had these brief overshoots, and that usually happens around earnings, or like these overshoots above this trend line usually only happen when we have a big event coming up for Apple, and that is not the case right now. So I'm gonna think that we will probably see some downside going into September. We have nothing going on short term. We had good earnings, of course, but that's already priced in. Look what happened. Apple already went up 20%. And we're in between quarters. Like, we are in between Q2 and Q3. So, yeah. And September is a bearish month. October tends to be a bearish month, too. So, you know, usually when Apple goes down, the whole market goes down. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of a leg up to 153 and then gradually decline back down. It could be a very sharp downturn, too, like something like this. All the way to the 140s? Yeah. Throughout the month of September, primarily. Although this leg up could, hey, maybe it reaches 155. It could spike very fast and come back down. Apple has a product release in September, right? So, yeah, I guess, I mean, I get what you mean. The spike could go up a little bit further. Yeah, they have a product release in September usually, when they come out with the new versions of everything. You know, the iPhone 13 and everything. Let's say it could hit 160 and then just pull back at the end of September, like right after the product release, depending on what they're going to be announcing. So we'll see. Nevertheless, it looks like we're going to see a pullback very soon. We can see this. No, wait, that's not true. So initially move up and then a pullback, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. So for that product release, we also see that on several time frames that there's still some room left. Maybe hits 160 and then it pulls back. I'm just very cautious with the month of September, man. It's just the past years. September has been a very bearish year. A very bearish month. Sorry for that. It's a bearish month, not a bearish year. Yeah, so a bit of a... Could rally up a little further, yeah. That makes sense. It makes sense. Forgot about the product release. Yeah, that product release, generally speaking, it generates a lot of hype. And then it pulls back. And then almost instantly pulls back. Good morning, Perry. Welcome back. All right, so let's check the indices. How are the indices doing? The Russell is probably still going to be going down at this point. I mean, it looks still, it looks really bad. We don't really have a clear support, although, yeah, we do. Never mind, we do have a clear support around 2,140. That has been a point where we've seen several bounces upwards. But yeah, MACD is still sitting negative. Look at that. And on top of that, you can see that the RSI is not quite oversold yet. So there is a little bit of room for it to be pulling back right to that 200-day moving average. So maybe we see a bounce and then another drop and then a big bounce from there. That could be possible. But I expect today to be a positive day right up until we get the FOMC report, the FOMC minutes, which is going to be 5 p.m. Sorry, not 5 p.m. Sorry, 2 p.m. in about 5 hours, right? So, yeah, 5 hours until that report, 2 p.m. Eastern time. And they could have talked about the tapering, and if that is the case, then guess what? The whole market is going to pull back. So, yeah. Technically speaking, I think we're going to see a move to the upside because we can see the MACD is about to cross on the Russell, RSI gradually heading up, but, you know, the FOMC minutes could be negative, and then we see another pullback, potentially getting the Russell to go back to around 2,100, and that would be disastrous, to say the least. I mean, that would be really, really bad. Yeah, so I think the main reason why the Russell has been underperforming so much, I mean, it has to do with the 10-year. Like, it totally has to do with the 10-year. And not only that, right? Oh, by the way, we have 10 minutes left until the market is going to be opening up here. 10 minutes left. So if we take a look at the Russell, so the Russell since October went up. How much did it go up? 53%. It outperformed the S&P. It outperformed the NASDAQ. It outperformed the Dow Jones. No freaking wonder that it came back down. It was going up way too fast. And that's why we have this period of consolidation. And if we take a look at how much it went up from there to where we are right now, that's a roughly 40% move. Now, coincidentally, if we take a look how much the S&P has gone up so far, it's about 37%. So we're still outperforming the S&P on the Russell. And if we take a look at the NASDAQ, how much has the NASDAQ gone up? The NASDAQ has gone up 38%, still outperforming the NASDAQ. How much has the Dow Jones go up? How much did the Dow Jones go up here? 35.6%. So what we're actually seeing is something that, for example, Kathy Wood has referred to. We have seen the small cap, high risk technology stocks go up substantially, way further than everything else. The Dow Jones was behind, the S&P was behind, the NASDAQ was pulling along. And now what we're seeing is everything is coming back up on the same level as how much we've seen tech go up. And now what's going to be happening next? Obviously, we're probably going to get a pullback first, but after the pullback, there's going to be a period of time where everything is going up at the same time, roughly at the same time, and the bull market is going to be extending. It's either the bull market is going to extend, or we're going to have a massive stock market crash. For example, if they decide to taper down really fast and raise rates, if that were to happen, of course, the market would crash instantly. I don't think it's going to happen. I think what's more likely to happen is for the indices to go up simultaneously. And we're not going to see rotations. It's going to be over. We're going to see everything go up. And then some indices go up slightly less than other indices, depending on the cycle. And that's kind of where we're at right now. And this is why I've been holding on to the growth stocks, because they're oversold. They're very oversold, and they keep on selling downwards. We're getting massive discounts. I mean, for example, C3.ai now sitting at $45.9. It hit $44, getting cheaper than ever. I think there's going to be a turnaround, and that turnaround is going to be wild. We're not going to see stocks like C3 or Palantir or everything else go back to the all-time high. We're just going to see it, we're going to see a massive rally, and that will benefit most people out there. Of course, it's difficult to say where it's going to top out. It's going to be difficult to say where everything bottoms out. But we know one thing. Stocks are getting cheaper. Fundamentals are improving. And we know that the Federal Reserve is still printing lots of money into the system. And they're not stopping. So there we go. I mean, that's it. That's all you need. At that point, you just need patience. You just need to have patience to let everything work its way out. In fact, I made a video about C3.ai. I made a video about C3.ai today. And I will be uploading it in about 2.5 hours. So stay tuned. I will be uploading it very soon. Keep in mind, this is my first video in like months. So it's not going to be perfect. But you know, I'm going to start making videos again, so I'm going to have to get adjusted to it. And yeah, I'm very excited about it. I think C3.ai is going to perform very good in the next weeks and months. At the current price, obviously. Obviously. It is obvious that hedge funds are manipulating all the YouTuber pick stocks. I don't think so. I really doubt it. Maybe they do look at Meet Kevin, because he has a very large subscriber base, but I think that's pretty much it. All right. Yeah. By the way, the C3.ai video. Please don't bash me. It's been a long time that I've uploaded any video at all. I'm still getting used to the whole video making process, because I haven't done it in a while. So. But I do think it's going to be informative for some people. I cover the technicals. I cover some of the fundamentals. And, yeah. All right. There's 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left until the market opens up. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Yeah, the Russell's up slightly. The Nasdaq is up slightly. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, so I'm actually excited about what's going to be happening with Tesla, because we have AI Day tomorrow, and I want to see how the market is going to be reacting to that. It has been coming up. Really cool. All right. Make sure you smash that like button. Like I said, if we hit 150 likes, we will be covering, or I'll be covering your questions. I'll be answering all of them. So hit the like button. Would appreciate it. And do you guys think that the stock market is going to be red or green today? Right? Is the stock market going to fall? Are we going to see a massive downturn? Or are we going to see stocks go up substantially? Is this going to be the bounce, so to speak? We also had a poll running in the background about DIDI, basically asking people, do you think that DIDI is going to hit $10 today on the news that the Chinese government is done with the probe? Or do you think it's going to go down? 75% of people thought it was not going to be hitting $10 today. We will see. Oh, wow. A lot of people thinking the market's going to go down. Interesting. Let's see. Stock markets, green or red? Obviously, on a short-term basis, I mean, anything can happen. But yeah, we have the FOMC meeting coming up. Minutes. Sorry. The FOMC minutes in roughly 4.5 hours. All right. Let's see. Gold going up right now. Oops. I have no idea what just happened. We had a very short disconnection for some reason. I wonder why. Oh, damn. I actually, huh? Oops. Okay, so I think what happened there with that small disconnection, if things is still working, let me see if I can get the video on. Damn it. Yeah, I actually was on OBS. I was recording my screen, and I had to edit some of the settings on OBS, so that might have interfered with the internet on OBS at least. For some reason, YouTube is not refreshing. Okay, cool. There we go. Fantastic. All right. Alrighty, 1 minute left until the market opens up. Let's have a look at Tesla on the 1 minute. All right. Yeah, the disconnections are going to be less severe from now on. That's pretty nice. All right. Market opening up any second now. And the market is now officially open. Tesla opening up above 670, 671. Stocks are starting to move. Fantastic. 671.3. What's happening to the Russell? Russell's up slightly. Tesla jumping up quite fast now. NASDAQ up slightly too. We have the S&P and the Dow Jones going down a lot. And now we have the Russell going down as well. And the NASDAQ going. So every index is now bleeding out. Tesla going below 670. Okay, 672.2. All right. What's happening here? Lucid is sitting at 1.4% to the upside. Xpeng is going up 2%. AI slightly up, nothing significant though. Palantir is down 0.3%. Still seeing a lot of weakness across the market. BNGO is up 1.1%. Nano Dimension up slightly. Tesla sitting at 673.7, jumping up very fast right before AI day. This could be a big move on Tesla right now. DIDI is down 1.6% right now. Down. Alibaba slightly green, down massively, right? So Alibaba looking really interesting right now. Robinhood going up 2.8% before earnings. That is wild. It's good. That is good. Looking good. All right. Nvidia up 0.8%. Tesla sitting at 674.7. We got a €4 donation from Laura Gayhard. Let's see if I can log in. There we go. And let's see what Laura says. Oh, no message, but yeah. Thank you so much for that €4 donation. Appreciate it a lot. Cheers. And yeah, I'm looking at some of these stocks. DIDI is still down 1.6%. Ugh, that's awful. When is AI Day? AI Day is pretty much going to be tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow we're gonna have AI Day. We'll see what happens. Robinhood taking off, up 3 percentage points. I'm so surprised that DIDI is down. That is making no sense right now to me. It's going down a lot as well. Down 3.5%. And that's on the investigation being over now. Which, well, that doesn't make any sense. It's not getting delisted either. So, this is a little confusing. Just a little bit. Yeah, the MACD is crossing down, so that's definitely evident right now. Looking really bearish on the technicals. Oh well. Tencent also down 4.1%. We have the value stocks heading down. Big banks are down, sitting negative. Nano Dimension slightly up, half a percentage point, right? Both Nano Dimension and BNGO sitting at the same price point. That's kind of funny. 5.42, 5.42. Coincidence? I think not. That's interesting to see. Apple is green. Facebook down. Microsoft down. Google down. Amazon up slightly. Netflix up slightly. AI just not. It's just not budging, right? It's just not doing anything. So overall, not a whole lot happening. We have the Russell still down. Nasdaq is green. The only index that's up right now is the Nasdaq. Right, so the Nasdaq is up 0.10, like 0.1%. And we have the Dow Jones selling off the most. Interesting. Dow Jones selling off quite a bit here. That is as the 10 years going up. So yeah, it looks like Tesla's still flying here. It's about to fill the gap all the way to the 680s. So we have to watch that right now. RSI is still neutral, so there is room left for Tesla to be filling the gap all the way. There we go, 674.8. And there is plenty of room to the upside. Plenty. Yeah, the market is waiting for the Fed minutes. Yes, that's correct. And we will be covering that, right? So the Fed minutes is just basically the documentation of the FOMC meeting, or the Fed meeting that we had recently, where they talk about monetary policy. And potentially also adjusting the policy, either softening or tightening it. And it looks like the policy is going to be tightening. We're going to see rates go up very soon, like in the coming years. So they're talking about that, and that could affect the markets. It could definitely affect the markets. C3 down, Palantir down again, right? So again, happening again, back to back, getting a little interesting. We're seeing Robinhood actually sitting at 47.6, down a percentage point. Virgin Galactic just barely green. Alibaba going down again. DIDI down 2.9%. Looking very bearish on the Chinese stocks. Although the Chinese EV stocks are doing just fine today, with XPeng up 2% and with NIO up 1.5%, Li Auto up 1.3%. Let's see. No, nothing happening. AMC, though, look at that. AMC climbing up again. I did say this, right? Probably said this. Yeah, there we go. I remember saying that it's going to go back to the 40s. It's a dead cat, right? It's a dead cat bounce. It won't last, but still, it's going to go up. Short term. There we go. Tesla now sitting at 675.8. It briefly hit 676.8. Still climbing. That is really, really interesting. It's up slightly. Like, it's not up that much. It should be sitting at 700 by now. If it wasn't for the market being as bearish as it is, I think Tesla would be sitting way higher. 676.5. I think it's still cheap. Anything below 700 at this point, with the earnings that we have recently seen, I mean, still sitting pretty darn cheap. Let's see. Nothing will happen for anything. No, there's... Is it related to the... No, wait, hold up. What meeting? C3 will go to 15 if there's a market crash. No, I think it'll be a little higher than that. Because they have 1 billion in cash. Oh, there we go. 677. Tesla's moving. Remember, I bought the dip yesterday, and I said that the stock was going to go up from here. It's already up 4.2%, so we're taking that home. 677.4. It's slowly filling the gap. I think it's going to fill it all the way to the 680s. There's no way around this. It's only up 1.8%, right? It could be going up another 3 percentage points. That would take it up to the 700s, like, instantly. This is probably happening because the AI day for Tesla, which is going to be tomorrow, is going to be live streamed. So people did not know whether that was going to be the case or not, but it is. We will see AI Day live, and I'll be covering it, so make sure you join tomorrow. Right. But you also bought Tesla over 700. Yeah, but I also bought Tesla at 540 and 560 and 580 and 600 and 620 and 630 and 650. So I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Worry about your own portfolio first. Yeah, Tesla moving, looking pretty good. AI sitting at 45.6, down 0.6%. Palantir sitting at 23.96. No improvements there. Still. Market is still cautious, right? So the only stocks that are moving are stocks that have catalysts. Tesla has AI Day, right? Robinhood has earnings coming up. I think the same thing goes for BNGO and Nano Dimension. Although both are coming down right now. Oh my gosh. Tesla's, I think Tesla's probably the more exciting one to look at the moment. So we're just going to take a look at Tesla here. Looking very interesting. Alright. It's failing to go to the 680s, at least so far. Volumes are slowly coming down. RSI clearly overbought now as well, so see if it's going to hold up. Yeah, I mean, like, what do you expect? We have AI Day coming up, a big event. This could get ruined potentially by the FOMC minutes, right? So keep in mind, if we see like a negative forecast when we cover that FOMC minutes report, then yeah, we're going to see many stocks go down. We'll see. Russell's going back green now. It's not having an impact on Palantir or AI or Snowflake is up 1.3%. Big tech overall is not really moving that much either. Tesla coming down, sitting at 674.8. MACD about to cross. I think it's going to go back to the 672 and retest that support. You said Lucid will follow Tesla, but yeah, it did. Look at that. Lucid went up. It went up, and then it came back down. It followed Tesla, and then it came back down instantly. So yeah, sometimes that's how it goes. I think something probably happened. I mean, what the hell is going on here, right? It went from 23 to... It's down 3 percentage points, so... That's kind of wild. Yeah, it could be that it's following the Russell. DIDI is down 4.5% again, so it was a bit of a pump that we saw yesterday. It's now dumping 5.5% or 4.5% as we speak. MACD is crossing, so it seems like we're going to the $7, eh? Interesting. There we go. DIDI now down 5.2%. Where is my phone? I want to take a look at that. I have no idea where I placed that bad boy. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, DIDI is definitely having an impact on my portfolio. I'll tell you that. It is. It's been wild. Still dropping, down 5%. I think DIDI will probably go down a little bit lower at this point, looking at the technicals, right? Maybe retest the low at 7.8. Let's see. Virgin Galactic now down 1.27%. Interesting. Netlist down 1.26. What is happening with Alibaba? Also down. Like, there is just no institution willing to buy Alibaba. It's just gap after gap after gap after gap, coming down all the way. Lots of fear. Now we're seeing the real drop, right? We're seeing Palantir down 1%. C3.ai coming down another 1.5%. Tesla coming to that 672 that we talked about. It's a classic, you know, open up green and then roll. It's going to roll over throughout the day. But yeah, it's a cautious market, right? Waiting for the Fed. For the FOMC minutes. Bit of a temper tantrum from the market. Yeah, the Russell slowly pulling back. NASDAQ is the only thing that's holding up at this point. Which basically means tech companies are doing alright. Especially mid to large caps. Let's see what's Nike doing, right? Like, what is Nike doing at the moment? Nike's still sitting at 170.6. Briefly touched 169.6. Yeah, I actually bought a pair of Nike shoes today, just for the sake of it. I needed running shoes, so yeah, got myself some Nikes. Not expensive ones, obviously, because I'd rather have my money in the stock market, not in shoes. Alrighty then, it looks like everything is slowly pulling back. Look at that, C3 going back to 45. Lots of selling volume. Lots of selling volume right now. Palantir, it's sitting at 23.75, down 0.8%. Even Robinhood, right? Had a good start, but now down 2 percentage points from the top. Let's see. Tencent is up 3 percentage points. Gara, I am down substantially on Lucid. I'm so tired watching this red every day. That's really unfortunate, but honestly, if you can't watch stocks go down, I mean, that is definitely part of the stock market, right? Almost 50% of the time, stocks are going down. I mean, what can I say? I watch my stocks go down every day. And it's part of it. You get used to it, you know. Stocks go down, but they also go up. Yeah, Lucid Motors. I mean, since they authorized the, I think it was 15 billion shares. It's like, that was a big problem. So a lot of shares that they authorized. Not only that, right? They also have like nothing coming up for the next 6 months. Really, they have no big catalysts. Nothing serious, at least. And this is in an environment where tapering is being talked about, and we have rates going up potentially in 2023. So I understand that, you know, you can be impatient with Lucid because the stock has just been horrible the past couple weeks. But yeah, that's why you kind of like, when stocks are going up a lot, you kind of don't want to go in that much. But when stocks are going down, and you dollar cost average, you'll say right here, or right here, that's when you get the best prices. Oh wow, AI is about to see an all-time low again. Here we go. Here we go again. 45 right now. Everything is pulling back now. That's interesting. We had a bit of a jump on Tesla. Tesla jumping to 678. There we go. 678. Retesting that resistance. Alright. There we go. 678.7. Going up above. Sitting at close to the 680s. Keep them coming, eh? Let's go. Let's go. Neo's coming back, yeah. Neo positive right now. Meanwhile, the Russell is getting slaughtered again. The Russell's getting slaughtered again. AI sitting at an all-time low of 44.8. Palantir sitting at 23.7. Tesla still trying to head up to the 780s. Sorry, 680s. Chinese government puts cap on the ride-hailing service fees DiDi can charge. DiDi's down 6%. I mean, honestly, the stock was already going down substantially before. Like, what can I say? It's already pricing in the worst. I mean, what's going to happen next? Another 50% downturn? I don't think that's going to happen. And maybe the stock market crashes, but I don't know where people are getting this news from, because I'm looking on Google. I can't find anything on DiDi. It's pretty wild. I'm gonna look at Twitter. I think maybe Twitter has. Usually Twitter has more reliable news than on Google. Yeah. So AI Day is gonna be on 2 p.m. Thursday. We'll cover that. Let's see if there's any news on DiDi. DiDi Global down 5.3% after China to put a cap on how much ride-hailing platforms can take from drivers' fees. Right. That's really big. That's really big. Hold up. What the hell? Oh wow, let's go. Tesla sitting at 681.5, mooning right now. DiDi down 5.5%. By the way, the negative news that we just got for DiDi, that's the kind of news that makes a stock drop 20 to 30%. Yet it's only down 5.5%. So I wouldn't be too worried about it, because I think people were already expecting like lots of negativity, and that's why it's sitting at $8. Keep in mind, big hedge funds, they bought the stock at 14. It's now sitting at $8. Has an all-time high of like 18. Tesla's now coming back down. Interesting. Let's see if there's any buying opportunities right now. Robinhood going up 5.4%. Look at that. Robinhood up 5.4% right now. That's awesome. I am currently holding Robinhood. I'm actually holding Virgin Galactic too, DiDi and Alibaba. You can see these green little markers. That's kind of an indication of which stocks I'm currently holding. Yeah, DiDi came back up. So I think $8 seems to be a reasonable price for DiDi right now. But yeah, their revenue is going to go down significantly because of the fact that they are going to have to cap their commissions. Kivochik says, you did buy it at 14. I did buy it at 14, but my average is $8. It doesn't matter whether I bought it at 14 or 16 or 18. What matters is what your average price is. When your average price is $8, you have nothing to worry about with DIDI. Almost nothing, at least. Tesla's actually pulling back up very fast now. 682. CPI below 4% is all what we need for growth. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that could be happening in the coming months, though. I do think that's going to be the case. Tesla's still climbing, sitting at 682.5. Wild. That is really wild. Let's go. 683. I think it kind of pulled back at this point. It filled the gap, right? We had a gap there for Tesla, I believe. Yeah, there we go. It's almost done filling the gap completely. I think 685 would be the big resistance. It's already pulling back right now, so. We're seeing Neo go up some as well. Cool. Let's see. DIDI to what's happening with DIDI? DIDI down 5.3% still. Okay. Yes, but you take a bigger risk. Maybe it'll go to $4 to $5. You know, maybe the whole stock market is going to crash. Maybe they're going to start tapering. Maybe rates are going to go up. Who knows? That's a risk that you're taking, right? That's the stock market. What can you do about that? Nothing. All you can do is dollar cost average, don't go all in, diversify, etc., etc. Risk management, that's what you can do. Stocks are very risky. Most people lose all their money. Yeah. Wow. It's like water is a liquid. The same kind of statement. Yes, stocks are risky. Yes, stocks can go down. Yes, stocks go to zero. Not all my money is in DIDI. And I don't think anybody should be going all in at all. It's very risky. There we go. Tesla up quite a significant amount. I bought some at 650 recently. Definitely looking pretty good. I still have 30% of my portfolio in cash, by the way. 30% of my freaking portfolio is just cash. Haven't even bought that much in this dip. Robinhood up 6.7 percentage points. And it's now only up 5.8. Okay, that's interesting. Big banks down. Value stocks are down. Recovery stocks are down. Big tech is flat. Growth stocks are flat. AI at 45. Palantir at 24. Interesting. Lots of capital going into Tesla right now. Nasdaq is climbing. I think Tesla's kind of carrying the Nasdaq in some sense. Look at that, 682.55. I doubt that the cap placed on driver commission will be much different to what they're already charging. It's interesting that people reporting this have that information but don't say what the cap will be like. Yeah, that's interesting, but you know, I think people don't know yet what the cap is going to be like. I think that is probably the case. Else, it was going to be reported, right? I mean, why wouldn't that be reported? You never know. The media is... What can I say about the media, right? It's just... can be very manipulative at times. What is your net worth, Gara? I have no idea. I don't know how you quantify that. Gara, what is your target price to sell Tesla? I am personally trying to hold Tesla stock until it hits about $800. If it hits 750, I'll start, I'll start tapering and just sell some of my Tesla. Tesla about to fill the gap completely at 685, sitting at 684.3, running up right now. Here we go. Remember, yesterday everybody was bearish, like, oh my god, Tesla's gonna go down. Look at today. It's wild. But yeah, DIDI is still heading down, I think. Yeah, DIDI is down 5.4%. Robinhood up 5.8%. Portfolio's green now. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, looking very promising. Yeah, Tesla is it's just flying higher. It's gonna keep going up. We have AI Day coming up tomorrow. It should just keep going up. Net worth is assets and liabilities. No. Thanks, Sherlock. Thank you for that. I didn't know that. AI, oh my god, there we go. There we go. Here we go again. AI coming down lower. Just when you think it stopped, right? Just when you think it stopped. Oh, hold up. Let me check. I think we got another donation. Let me just quickly check that right now. It's a 1.6 euro donation. Cheers. From Laura Gayhart. And check edit. I'll check edit. One sec. What's the market cap? 4 billion. Okay. That's fair. Oh, wow. That's a massive move. Okay. Why the hell did it go up so much? I mean, they didn't quite beat earnings, really. It was a tiny beat. That's interesting. It's yeah, health technology, right? Biotechnology, exactly. Something seems to be not right about this. Eduardo Vega coming in here with a $2 donation and says, Gara, I can't believe you're still holding AI. Yeah, you can't believe that I invest in stocks. Come on, man. I've done this for like 6 years now. Holding a stock for 6 months, I mean, that's the least of my problems. But yeah, thank you for that donation. Cheers. It's holding the 20-day moving average on the 4 hours. But if we take a look at the daily chart, it paints a different picture. Yeah, I think it's going to fall. They didn't have much better earnings. Maybe they announced something, but still, I mean, with September coming, winter is coming, right? It's like, I can't, like that donation that we just got, by the way, it's like, I cannot believe that you're holding the stock for 6 months. I was like, well, 6 months is a very short time frame for holding stocks, by the way. It's not significant, right? At least. Hold up. Okay, so yeah, I do think it's gonna come down probably maybe retest 55 or something. Straight up. Short term, it could hit 55. I don't know too much about this company, but it does seem like there's a trajectory to the downside. Maybe use that 55 as support. I mean, the most bullish scenario for this stock would be for it to be using this as support and then launch off of that. But I don't think that's going to happen. Not into the month of September, at least. One moment. There we go. There we go. Back to Tesla, 681.3. Wow. As we're seeing AI go down just day after day after day. Damn. It is going back to the IPO price. One second. It is straight up going back to IPO price, which is about 40. Wow, there we go again. Here we go again. The Tesla train. Let's go. Oh my gosh, it's just, there's lots of momentum right now because of the AI day. How much in loss? I think I'm down. Yeah, I'm down quite a lot on AI right now. Still, my average is about 65, but it's still down a lot on AI. I'll tell you that. You got to be patient, you know, with AI. I mean, the company grew 70% in 2020. It grew, I think it was 50% in 2019. It grew 80% in 2017. It really, there is no consistent trajectory in, like, it's not like a consistent 50% growth year over year over year. This is apparently one of the worst years they're going to probably see. 30% growth. I mean, that's very, very low for a company that was valued at like 20 billion. Very low growth. Gara is visibly stressing over C3.ai. Will read this and claim he is not. Love you, and for if you say so. I mean, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm kidding. But yeah, in general, I mean, the way that I kind of invest is in a way that, like, facilitates emotional well-being. Like, if you put all your money in one stock, you're going to be stressed all the time. But if you have several stocks with good fundamentals that you researched and you buy them at lower valuations, the chance of you being stressed out about stocks is very low, unless the market corrects big time or something. And then also, like, how do you handle stress, right? That's also something you learn over time. Man, I'm going to seem like a genius when C3 goes to like 150 or something. One sec. All right. Let's see. Oh, frick. Might we see another bounce? 684. Yeah, there we go. Here we go again. Let's go. I mean, it's only up 2.7%. It's not a big amount. We recently saw Tesla go down like 4%, 5%. For it to be up 2.7, I mean, that's very mild. Relatively mild. No, Powell is not talking. No, you don't understand. Jerome Powell is not going to be speaking. We're going to have the FOMC minutes, which is a documentation of the previous meeting where Powell was speaking at. It was a private meeting, of course. It would be funny if the FOMC meetings would be super transparent and like you could see everything that's going on. That'd be wild. DIDI is down 6.4%. About to, I think it's we're gonna see a bit of a low here. One sec. Somebody says, this is an interesting one. Somebody says, my philosophy is to be in the market as short as possible. Taking profits when I believe stocks are overvalued, but meanwhile, if the market corrects, I'm happy leaving all my positions indefinitely. That is literally the fastest way to lose all your money in one go. I'll tell you that. For my 6 years of experience, that is the literal way to lose all your money in the shortest time possible. But that's my opinion, right? This is how banks make money off of trading, because people go back and forth in the stock market every day. I think banks make a big amount of money on day traders, huge sums of money. This is why I don't necessarily day trade. I swing trade. I hold stocks for weeks, months. If the environment is right, I will hold stocks for years. But right now, it's not the right environment, I would say. Stocks are valued at really high premiums. To be in the market as short as possible. Imagine that. Imagine Warren Buffett to be in the market as short as possible. He would have never become a billionaire. In fact, he would probably be broke. I mean, in this environment, yes, I have to agree. If you don't want to be too long in the market, because we're seeing very high valuations, PE ratios that we haven't seen in a while. So yeah, right now, it might be a good strategy. But in 5 years, in 10 years, in 15 years, I don't think so. I think you want to be holding companies with good valuations. You want to diversify and follow the market. And more time, the more time you have in the market, the better. It's the exact opposite. Yeah, let's see, there we go. Taking losses is a bad idea. Because that's what it is. It's like, I want to be, what you just said is literally like, hey, I want to be the shortest time possible in the market. Well, guess what? You're going to take losses. Like, very often. It's a bad idea. Unless you know what you're doing. But most people don't know what they're doing. 687.5 on Tesla. Let's go. This is just the beginning. We are just getting started. We are just getting started. Let's go. Essentially, you want to be in the market as long as you can, but it depends when. You don't want to be in the market when stocks are like super overvalued. You want to go probably be a bit of a swing trader. But yeah, on a longer time horizon, I don't think it would really make a difference. Like in 30 years, let's say, I mean, stocks are going to be way higher. Palantir's mooning, somebody says. It's only up 0.6%. Come on, man. You could have cut your loss at least 10 times for C3.ai, but you're stuck at 44. It will maybe go to 70 in 10 years. Well, that's really bearish. Do you think the stock market's going to crash? Interesting. One sec. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, Tesla's slowly climbing up further and further. Yeah, it got punished really, like, severely. Look at that U-shaped recovery. That's beautiful. That is, 5.7% downturn, and then instantly recovers 6% from the bottom. Everybody that paper-handed Tesla yesterday, I bet those people regret it a lot, because it's up 3.3%, and it's looking good. Yeah, AI is still at 45. DIDI is down 6.5 percentage points, so down a lot right now. Let me check DIDI. Yeah, DIDI came down on the fact that they're going to be capping the commission fees that they can do, which is it's quite insane. That's some government control right there. That is some government control. So basically, what the Chinese government did is, like, they allowed DIDI to IPO at a high valuation. DIDI got the 4.4 billion that they needed, and then right after that, they pretty much made some changes to how this company runs. They could have done this before the IPO. They didn't do that. They could have done this months into the future. Didn't do that. They had to do this right after the IPO, which that is the most suspicious thing about this all. Why did this have to happen right after the IPO? Like, that is just, yeah. But then again, I mean, it's already priced in. It's already priced in the worst of the worst. So it could get a little worse, but they're not going to get delisted. That's not going to happen at this point. They would have announced that already at this point. So probably not going to get delisted. Bit of a power move from the Chinese government, eh? Yeah, Tesla is sitting at 685 point. Oh yeah, by the way, we already talked about this, right? I've said this several times that Tesla was going to bounce, and it's following the arrow perfectly. So we need to go back to like 700. That is the support zone. It was sitting at, between 700 and 720 for like almost 2 weeks. That's how good the support zone is at 700. So if it goes above 700, that's a very good signal. But keep in mind, you know, it's still neutral. There's way more room left on like, in terms of momentum. Although the daily is looking kind of ugly. Eduardo Vega coming in here with a $2 donation. Gary, take a look at PayPal. Like PayPal the stock. Okay, sure. One moment. Let me just adjust this. There we go. Let's take a look at PayPal, eh? All right, PayPal. There we go. We said PayPal was going to go down substantially to the trend line. I set this at 300, and that happened. It's still coming back down. I think it's almost ready to bounce. I think probably around 260, like the lower 260s is where I'm looking at for a buying opportunity. So it's probably going to pull back even further. Most definitely. I think it could definitely like pull back a little bit further. If it's going to hold up the trend, right? I'm not so sure about that. This trend has been holding up nicely for for a while now. Look at that. Or it comes back to 230. I mean, we just recently had earnings. So yeah, market cap of 320 billion. Quarterly revenues going up very slightly on the quarterlies. Weekly chart. We'll have to see. I personally think PayPal is looking very extended still. Like the best case scenario would be for it to come back to around 260 then bounce from there in the month of September, which is a bearish month, generally speaking, for stocks. Palantir is up 1.2 percentage points. Nice. The Russell is skyrocketing. It is actually up the most from all the indices. Tesla sitting at 684.9 and AI sitting at 45.16, still not heading up. We have DIDI down 6.5% and Robinhood up 5 percentage points as we speak. If we take a look at the portfolio, it is definitely heading up. Although DIDI is just making my portfolio cry at this point. Oh, there we go. Robinhood. How many red days did we get for... So, okay, how many red days did we get so far? We have 4 red days in a row. Here we have 2 red days. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 red days right here. 2 in a row again. This, I would say the past couple weeks been very bearish for C3. Not a lot of green. And even here, look at that. 1, 2, 3, and then nothing, right? 4. Very, very bearish. 3 days in a row. From July until now, it's just been red, 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 red. 34% downturn. Palantir up 1.5%. Let's go. Bouncing off right now. Yeah, like I said, I will be uploading a video about C3.ai. I've already recorded the video. It will be up in roughly, let's say, an hour from now. So make sure you tune in for that video. It'll be interesting. Palantir is really coming up right now. It's up 1.7% and it's bouncing up further. Tesla 684 going down. Robinhood sitting up 5%. DIDI's down 6.5. All right. Thomas Siebel needs to do something to save C3.ai. I mean, he's gonna say like, "Hey, I don't think he cares because he IPO'd the stock at like 180. It went to 180 right after IPO, and the initial IPO price was $40. It's still above $40. But yeah, I mean, that's horrible IPO so far. Let's see, from 180 all the way down to 40. That's just really insane. Palantir is coming up 2 percentage points. It is wild. This is classic Palantir, right? So I want, sometimes I refer to stocks that go up when the whole stock market is down. I refer them to as the Palantirs, right? So Palantir is moving up as the whole market was going down. It's up 2 percentage points without any reason. It's just going up 2 percentage points. Of course, they had great earnings, and that's why it's up. But, you know, Kathy Wood, this could possibly be Kathy Wood buying the stock. I mean, she bought a lot of Palantir the past couple days. C3.ai will shoot up on Gara's birthday. That would be hilarious. No, my birthday is going to be on a Saturday, though. But yeah, maybe on the Friday, right before the Saturday, we could see a bit of a jump. I think I would not be surprised if that was the case. That would be wild. This could be Kathy Wood buying, actually. These are large volumes. Look at this. Just look at this. Volumes. Hold up. So these are the volumes that we have. Spike at open, then usually it goes down, right? But then we have a spike here. That's just hedge funds buying in. It's either Kathy Wood or some other hedge fund that's coming in right now, buying the dip, essentially. These are really, really large buy orders, too. Let's see if it's going to hold up. I mean, there's lots of selling pressure, too, so who knows? Is this going to hold up? We'll see. But I am definitely feeling it in my portfolio right now. Looking pretty good. Palantir up 2.1%. I don't think it's Wall Street Bets. I think it's probably Kathy Wood. She has been buying the past couple days. I think she bought yesterday. Let me check. Did she buy yesterday? Kathy Wood. Wood. Kathy Wood. ARK. See if we can find a screenshot of their trading activity. Yeah, they bought Palantir. Yep, they bought Palantir yesterday. I'm gonna show you right now. Hold up. Right, so you can see right here that they bought Palantir. It was about 414,000 shares. That's yesterday. That's the 17th of August, I believe. And they bought even more, I think. Right? There we go. Palantir, that's 61,000 shares. Let's see. Right, so they didn't buy a lot more than that, right? So still, they purchased shares. I think the same thing could be happening right now. Where all this buying pressure is coming from could be, it could be Kathy Wood. On Twitter, Kathy Wood versus Burry is everywhere. Really, I haven't even checked that. Wow, Palantir, let's go. Let's freaking go. It just keeps on going. Let's go. Jose Del Sol coming in with a $2 donation. Thank you. Hello, what do you think about PTRA? Thank you. All right, let's take a look at PTRA. PTRA Proterra. What? Sorry for that. What do I think of Proterra? I was wrong. That's what I think. Wow. That's interesting. So, yeah, I expected the growth stocks to go up right after CPI. Didn't happen. It's been going down. It's oversold. 1.9 billion market cap. I don't know why they have no revenue. Quarterly is 58 million. They're burning a lot of cash. Yeah, all these companies are getting squashed right now. Absolutely squashed. It went from what was it? Like 31, 30 to where it's currently at. Yeah, I think we could see a bit of a bounce. I think the Russell's gonna bounce. It's already starting to move right now. Let me see if I can. I think maybe you get back to around $10 down the road. But it's mostly dependent on the FOMC minutes. The FOMC minutes are gonna make the biggest difference, as we're gonna know if they're actually working on getting that tapering announcement going or not. Tesla sitting at 689. Wow, Tesla's coming back up really fast now. 689.3. It's above the gap. It's about to hit 690. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Wow. That's nice. I am up a lot right now because of Tesla. Tesla. Shuffling around some positions in the portfolio. I'm seeing plug power go down, actually. Interesting. All right, so I bought some Neo right now. I do think Neo is probably going to come up quite a bit, short term. So yeah. All right, so yeah, Neo's trending up. That's nice. Looking at the 1 hour, looking pretty bad on the 1 hour though. I have to admit. Looking good on the 4 hours. We'll see. It might come back lower, right? It could go to like 35 still. I mean, Neo still has a massive market cap right now. Market cap of 60 billion. That's, you can't take that lightly. Palantir up 2.3%. Down. Palantir up 2.3%. It's pretty good. I think Neo goes lower. No problem. I'll buy the dip every single time Neo goes lower. I don't mind. I really don't mind. I want to buy it at 34, 33. I mean, no problem. No problemo. It's definitely ascending downwards. Alright, so we already pointed that out. Neo could go to 31. Possibly. Although the Chinese stock market's doing pretty well. AI is coming up a little bit. Palantir, look at that. 2.5% to the upside. Jumping real fast. Yeah, I don't know. I think Neo is a bit of a coin flip right now. It could go down. It could go up. We don't have any catalyst short term, and recent deliveries were not really convincing either. If China is going to lower the profits on DIDI, do you think they'll do the same thing? No. Just because they did it for DIDI doesn't mean they're going to do it for XPeng or Neo. They don't exactly have a monopoly, eh? DIDI has a monopoly. That's why they're doing that. There's a good reason they're doing it for DIDI, because it has a freaking monopoly in the country. 90% of all ride-hailing is done through DIDI. So yeah. Palantir up 2.6%. Remember, we used to get excited about Palantir going up 10%. Now it's just like 2.6%. And everybody's like screaming, bless Cathie Wood. Palantir up 2.7%. It's not just DIDI, it's all ride-hailing companies. I would say DIDI's like most affected by it though, because DIDI owns 90% of all the ride-hailing infrastructure and business. Yeah, Palantir's just skyrocketing right now. Let's see if it's going to hold this momentum. Netlist up 1.1%. Robinhood. Palantir up 3 percentage points. I think it's not going to pass 25. I don't think it's going to happen. It's a big resistance. Maybe if the market starts moving a little bit. But right now, I mean, it seems like it's going to touch 25 maybe. Tesla's no longer shadowing the NASDAQ. I'm not so sure about that. Palantir up 3.1 percentage points. Still moving. Look at that. Look at that volume. Crazy amounts of volume right now. These are big institutions and hedge funds buying in right now. Volumes are spiking. 24.8. 24.7. Oh boy. I mean, what goes up must come down, eh? We'll see. We'll see if Palantir's going to be able to keep on going up like this. Yeah, Palantir is my biggest position right now. So I'm very, very happy about this, of course. Yeah, we're seeing just green candles after green candles after green candles on Palantir. Oh my gosh. Tesla up 3.3%. Palantir up 3.6% right now. About to go to the 25. Wow. Beautiful. Robinhood up 6%. Netlist up 1%. Gara, I thought AI was your biggest position. It's not. It's Palantir. For the past couple weeks, it's been Palantir. I've been adding so much Palantir at 22, 23, 24, even at 25. But yeah. All right. Anyway, we're going to be wrapping up this current live stream. Some of the stocks in the watch list are skyrocketing. That is awesome. But I've been live for more than 2 hours now. Make sure you smash that like button. I would appreciate that a lot. And yeah, I'll be uploading a video about C3.ai. It's going to be coming up in about an hour. So make sure you check it out. It is going to be on the channel. So yeah. So hit the like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be there for the future live streams. And I would also say you can join the Discord community. If you haven't joined that yet, there is a free community that you can be a part of where we trade, where that's where we trade ideas instead of stocks. So check it out. Discord community link is in the description. The social media links are down below as well. That goes for the Instagram and the Twitter. Oh my god, Palantir. Holy moly. Look at that, 24.9. I was about to leave, and I'm like, damn. Wow. Palantir is skyrocketing right now. It's still going up. No freaking way. That is insane. That's absolutely mind-boggling. Is it going to go above 25? Yeah, Tesla, look at that. 689.2. Still coming up. I think that was it. That was pretty much the move to the upside. All right, let's see. Great movement here. Although I noticed the light was gone. It's still heading up higher. No freaking way. It's about to hit 25. 25 has been hit on Palantir. That's resistance, right? So is it going to drop? Nope, it's not dropping yet. 25.03. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. Palantir to the moon, 25.04. Damn. Wild. I think it's going to pull back. It should be able to pull back right now. Because it's at a resistance, which is the 25. It's not going to go up, right? There's no way it's going to go up. And it's going up right now. Damn. Yeah, 25 on Palantir. Crazy. Is it going to proceed to go up further? That's the question now. In fact, the volumes have been going up further and further at the latter stage of this rally. So, we'll see. And this is potentially the correction. Something happening here? Yeah, it's coming back down. I will cry if it goes to 26. I think it's going to go to 30. 26? Come on, man. Not today, but, you know, very soon. All right, seems like Palantir is now correcting. Cool. All right. Thank you for watching once again. Smash a like, subscribe, check out the Discord, check out the Instagram and Twitter. Links are down below in the description. Have a great day, everybody. I'll be back for the FOMC minutes. That's going to be in 3 hours, so make sure you're there in 3 hours. And like I said, video on C3.ai is going to be dropped in about an hour. See you guys very soon. Have a great day, and good luck with trading. Lucid Trading out. Welcome back to Lucid Trading. Today we're going to be talking about C3.ai. It is an enterprise AI software company that obviously, as you can see on this chart, has come down significant amounts in the past 6 months, from the heights of $184 all the way down to $45.9, down almost 75 percentage points. We're going to talk about C3.ai's technicals and the fundamental side of things. Before we do, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate that a lot, so make sure you do, and hit that notification bell. And keep in mind, I am not a financial advisor. Everything